Well, very good evening to all of our viewers there on Equestrian Live, and welcome to Kyalami Equestrian Park here on this Thursday evening. Lovely to have you with us. Of course, we've got the viewers watching at home, but of course, lots of riders we have here as well, all being competing out of President's Cup this week, so we thank them for coming along. Well, 2024 is a very, very exciting year here at Kyalami Park Club because the three major titles in South African show jumping, the Outdoor Grand Prix of South Africa, which happens at the Toyota Easter Festival on April 1st, followed by the South African Adult Championships on September 1st, and then of course the South African Derby, which happens on October 6th this year. All of those competitions, those titles, will happen right here at Kyalami Park Club. Of course, SA Champs moves around the country, but 2024 sees it right here. And as such, we've got some very big news because the sponsor of all three of those events will be Toyota South Africa. And joining me is the Vice President of Marketing for Toyota South Africa, Mr. Glenn Crompton. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Yourself?
I'm very good. Glenn, exciting news, exciting for all of us equestrian enthusiasts. Toyota sponsorship growing, your commitment is growing as well. Tell us about how this came about and how pleased you are to be involved.
So obviously we're very delighted to be involved with the sponsorship. We've been wanting this opportunity to get more involved with equestrian society for a lot longer. And obviously when the opportunity came up with the Derby, we snatched it with both hands. And then with the unusual event of having the other event happening here this year, we decided that we would go for all three because obviously we're fully committed to the sport. We feel it's a really good fit with our brand. Obviously we've got a very much a lifestyle brand which I think fits with equestrian. So yeah, I think from us it's really a really great opportunity to be able to give back to the people.
This will be the third year that Toyota sponsors the Easter Festival. That's just around the corner. Always very popular with riders as well as spectators. Much the same this year?
Yeah, I think each year we're trying to do a little bit more. So hopefully you'll see some bigger and better things happening from our side. We will build that up as we get to the Derby. So each event we'll add a little bit more spice to it and make it a little bit more exciting than perhaps what it's been in the past.
Now, you mentioned Derby, first year that you are going to be involved. We're taking it back to the families. It's going to be a family event, but you're going bigger because this will be the first time that Toyota South Africa introduces a spectator fan park. So not just the seating, which sells out very quickly, but a fan park as well, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's important for us as a brand that we make sure that we don't leave anyone out. Everybody must have a chance to experience this wonderful sport, and being able to do that is obviously a fantastic opportunity.
Glenn, thank you so much. A little round of applause from the audience. Toyota South Africa coming on board. All three events. Now, that's the first of the announcement that we have to make. Of course, these three events constitute in South Africa what is known as the Triple Crown. It's never really been marketed, but the Triple Crown does exist, and only one horse and rider combination has ever managed to win the Triple Crown in a single calendar year. That year was 2013, and Nicole Horwood, you and the great Don Camarco, the only rider horse combination ever to have done it.
Yes, that was a very special year for me, 2013. Definitely the highlight of my career.
How difficult is it to win just one of these events, let alone three in a calendar year? What does that take?
It's very difficult. I mean, every event, one of the three to win is a great thing in your career. I think what makes the Triple Crown so special is that they are three very different events, and I think you need a multi-talented horse to win all three, and that definitely was Don Camarco. If you think about just the structure in itself of each different event, you know, they're different length of tracks. You've got to be scopy. The structure of SA Champs, you've got to jump two full rounds, then a jump off. The Outdoor Grand Prix is also 2 rounds, but a shortened course. And then obviously the Derby is unique in itself, and that you need a scopy, talented, fit, brave horse. So you definitely, it's a hard feat, but you need a multi-talented horse, I think, and that was definitely Don Camarco.
Well, the only horse and rider ever to have done it. We wonder if it's ever going to be done again. We hope so. More on that in a moment or two, but I'm going to ask the young gentleman behind you to step in. Ronnie Healey, who of course in 2023 was the winner of the third leg of what is known as the Triple Crown, and that's the South African Derby. Ron, spectacular round last year, just picture perfect.
Yeah, thank you. He was incredible. Been wanting that one for a while, and it was very fitting having won it on him. So we'll go again this year. Listening to Nicole, it's I think an incredible thing to win all three. But in 1 year on one horse is, I think, exceptional. So I'm sure a few riders will be giving it a go. Especially exciting with Toyota on board, and we're all excited as riders to see what exciting things are ahead.
Now, you've ticked off the Derby, you've ticked off Outdoor Grand Prix because you won that 2 years ago when it was hosted in the Peter Mini because of inclement weather. That was on Aldo. Last year, up until the final round, you were leading. What happened?
I thought we were friends here, Aidan. I thought I'd forgotten that. Just too slow. Captain Slow was there that week. I was really just not sort of quick enough through the round, and incurred some time faults, and it was very expensive. But I was still happy with the horse. I mean, I was actually had a really good year last year. Ended up still fourth there on that, third in SA Champs, and won the Derby. So it was of the three, it was a good. Could be better. We'll be trying, again this year, but. Hopefully I'll be a little quicker this year and not making that same mistake again.
Now, of course, you came very close in SA Champs as well. Just, was it 2 years ago, Cornets Mandarino? You went, I think, first in the jump off. Again, it was in the Peter Mini, SA Champs. You flew around. We thought you were home and hosed, but of course, Lisa and Campbell, Lisa is here. She came and just pipped you at the line. So how hungry are you for that SA Champs title?
Extremely. I never won it as a junior, never won it as an adult, so it's one that I want. I think it's the only one I haven't got so far. So, I think Lisa, to be fair, also was one of the ones that was missing for her. And I mean, coming second to Campbell, it's like a win, He was a unicorn, and the partnership was incredible. But at least he's in a field now, so we got more of a chance.
Now, Ron, we've spoken about what it takes with Nicole to win a competition like this, a Triple Crown. It takes a very special combination. To win just one of these titles is a huge feat in itself. 2 full rounds. All of those that go clear will go through to the second. Well, everybody goes through to the second round, carrying forward their penalties from the first round, barring eliminations, barring retirements, 2 full rounds, then inequality of score through to a jump off. I'm talking now about SA Champs, and I'm talking about Outdoor Grand Prix. So a lot of fitness, a lot of stamina involved, a lot of training, discipline. In the past, 30, 40, 50,000 Rand to the winner. Would you think that that's fair, or would you like to see a little bit more, perhaps?
It's a tricky one. I mean, obviously, as riders, we do this as a lot of these riders do this as a business. But for those 3 titles, I mean, I would have happily won the Derby for the title last year. I mean, it was something that I think most riders want to win. The money is a bonus for those titles, but. Our prize money, everything's got more expensive. Everything else that goes with it, horses, is expensive, and the prize money often has stayed the same. So, I mean, hopefully we see an increase in those type of things because we are competing at the top level. And but it's a lot of these guys will take the title, on its own.
The money's nice though. So what if I said to you, you mentioned the word bonus. I'm going to use my little infomercial voice here. What if I said to you that, courtesy of Toyota, if the rider of the Outdoor Grand Prix, SA Champs, those 2 titles, manages to win on a clear round score, Toyota's willing to up the pot for the winner, 100,000 Rand to the winner. How does that sound?
That's incredible. Wow, well done, Toyota.
Well, that's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. So should the rider of the Outdoor Grand Prix or SA Champs manage to take the win on a clear round score, 100,000 Rand to the winner. Bonus prize money into the pot, courtesy of Toyota. If you don't win on a clear round score, it's back to whatever that prize money is going to be, according to the entries, of course. But Toyota is going to nominate a charity to give the bonus prize money to. So big round a round of applause, please, for Toyota. So lots more to play for. But of course, there's more, because you've obviously all noticed what's behind us over here. What's behind door number one, they might say. And I'm going to move over to this side because, well, before I do that, let me just explain a little bit more. So we've talked about the Triple Crown. What we haven't talked about is that Toyota is going to be running the Triple Crown as a series in 2024 on points. So, should you win leg number one, 20 points to the winner, 17 for second, 15 for third, and so we go down to 10th place, 1 point. Should you manage to win SA Champs, Derby, the same will ring true. At the end of the 3 legs of the Triple Crown, we will obviously have a winner on points, and the winner on points, so long as they've entered all 3 of the legs of the Triple Crown, will walk away guaranteed, not a drive for a year, but guaranteed to take home as yours, to do with it what you will, what's under the black top. And I'm going to ask Nicole and Ronnie, I'm going to step away over here. And if you guys would mind just grabbing a corner each. And now let's have the reveal on 3. Let's have a countdown from the audience, please. 3, 2, 1. And let's reveal what's behind. That, ladies and gentlemen, limited edition Toyota Crown will go to the winner of the Toyota Crown, Triple Crown Series. Ron, why don't you have a look around? Go and inspect. I mean, if you train hard enough, it could be yours. I'm going to move around here. Yeah, just sit in there, see what you think. Got that new car smell, does it? Oh, very nice. I'm not going to tell you, the keys are in there. So this is a hybrid motor vehicle. Ronnie's loving the look, the feel. Of course, this is a demo model. The one that will be won on October 6th, it will be handed over to the winner of the Triple Crown Series, will be parked in this arena for Derby and will be presented after the Derby prize giving. I'm now going to ask Mr. Glenn Crompton to come in and have a few words. Glenn, this is not a car that we see on the roads. In fact, I've never seen one.
No, so this car is actually quite a unique car. This particular brand was specifically given to Toyota only in their domestic market. But from a South African point of view, or from a global point of view, with the launch of this model, they now allowed it to be a global release, but it has been exceptionally well received, so there's been very limited allocation. So it's a little bit of history behind this brand, is that what most people don't know is that majority of the Toyota products have got the name Crown in it. So if you take Corolla, in Japanese means little crown, and Camry is another word for crown. There's another product called a Corona. So Crown is very symbolic to the sort of the number one brand within Toyota. So this is sort of the pinnacle of our line in terms of the Toyota brand, and obviously it's a perfect fit with the Triple Crown. And when the opportunity came up to sponsor the Triple Crown, it was an immediate thought for me to go, well, here's a great opportunity to give something that is very special to us to something that will be a very special achievement. Obviously, from our point of view, we'd love it if one person could win all 3, because that's a really, really special thing, but we didn't want to limit it to that situation. We wanted to make sure that this car was going to be given away, hence we have the point system.
Wonderful, and I think that deserves another big round of applause, the Toyota Crown. 1 or 2 more questions. It was an easy sell when we came and knocked on your door last year, because obviously you said there is a lot of synergy between the Triple Crown and the Toyota Crown. A little bit about this car, though. Are we allowed to talk about value?
Yeah, look, the value of the car, so it's not actually officially available to go and buy from a dealership. So the price is a POA type price, but the price that this thing would retail for is around about 930,000 Rand. So it is a very substantial amount of money for a passenger car. And that going with all the other prizes hopefully will motivate the riders to really push that a little bit harder.
Because that's what I was about to allude to, because with the prize money, so say you win the first leg, clear round score, 100,000. Second leg, SA Champs, 100,000. Move into Derby, guaranteed prize money, regardless of your score in Derby, 150,000 Rand guaranteed minimum to the winner of Derby, and you land up taking away the Toyota Crown. You might want to trade that in. You've said that is available. Trade-in value is around about 850,000, give or take?
Yeah, we can negotiate that closer to the time. But yeah, if the customer doesn't want, if the winner doesn't want to keep the car, we will substitute it out.
So potentially, for the winner of all three legs, should they win on a clear round score and it's the same person, you'll be banking close to R1 million.
I think well over R1 million, actually.
So there you go. And I think another big round of applause for Toyota South Africa. Well done, and thank you to Mr. Glenn Crompton. Just a few little details, ladies and gentlemen, riders, about the series. So as we mentioned, you do need to enter all three legs. What in the event, the unlikely event of equality of score between two riders at the end of it all? Well, then we simply chop the car in half. No, of course we don't. We will go to the lowest number of penalties over all three legs. That's why you do have to enter all three legs. So it will go to the lowest number of penalties over all three legs. That in the first round, second round jump-offs, it all plays a part. And what perhaps if there's equality of score after you've looked at two legs and you're still sitting on equality of score, well, then we're going to go to the first round of the Outdoor Grand Prix time. So that adds an interesting little dynamic, because that might be in the back of riders' heads as they canter into the Outdoor Grand Prix on April the 1st. Do they have to go for the time in the event that there is, at the end of it all, equality of score, or do they hunt that clear round and go for the bonus prize money? So I think that pretty much just about wraps things up. Don't forget about those three legs. They're coming up on your screen now. The first one just around the corner, the Toyota sponsored Outdoor Grand Prix of South Africa at the Easter Festival. That happens on April 1st, Easter Monday. The second leg, SA Champs, that'll happen in the Peter Mini Arena. That'll be on September the 1st. SA Adult Championships, sponsored, of course, by Toyota. And the third and final leg, the Toyota-sponsored South African Derby. That'll happen on October the 6th. Thanks for joining us here on Equestrian Live. We look forward to seeing you in the not-too-distant future on Monday, the 1st of April. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.